Hello and welcome to another episode of Raw Politics. I hope you're doing fine. I'm okay. Today, I want us to relook at Raila Odinga's chances at AUC chairmanship. Are things going well for him, or is there a reason for concern? If that is a subject you're interested in, stay tuned. And if you're watching for the first time, subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss similar videos. Ladies and gentlemen, I did a video listing 5 reasons why I believed Raila was likely to win the AUC chairmanship position. If you've not watched that video, I have linked it here. I shared in that particular video that based on the prevailing circumstances, Raila was likely to win. The question is, has things changed for the better, or is Raila Odinga supposed to be worried? In my opinion, things have gotten better. Okay? In my opinion, things have just gotten better. And why do I say so? Apart from galvanizing more support from the Francophones and some countries that are considered Islamic states, things have gotten better for Raila Odinga. Why? There were 4 candidates. Then the new Prime Minister of Mauritius endorsed Raila Odinga, effectively ending the candidature of Anil Gayan. And so where is the good news? The good news is that the candidate who dropped in Raila's favor. If there were people who were going to vote for the Mauritius candidate, they are likely to now vote for Raila Odinga. Another beautiful thing that has worked for Raila Odinga so far is that he's gotten more support from the Francophones. This is what the Djibouti candidate was depending on. And Raila continues to get more support from the Francophone. He's getting support from West Africa. He's getting support from North Africa. Raila Odinga is having support from the southern part of Africa. And of course, Eastern Africa is blocked. Apart from Djibouti, there is no country in Eastern Africa that does not support Raila Odinga. Okay? So apart from Djibouti. So ladies and gentlemen, you see, the candidate who dropped in Raila's favor. Meaning, if there were people who were to vote for that particular candidate from Mauritius, some of them are likely to transfer their votes to Raila Odinga. That is what happened even in the recent US election. Kennedy was going as an independent, but then he endorsed Trump. And so there were moderates, independents, people who would have stood by Kennedy. And they were convinced, not all of them, but a majority of them were convinced that for Kennedy to endorse Trump, then Trump was a good candidate. And so Trump got a lot of votes from the independents, the moderates, people who were neither leaning towards Republican or Democrats. That is what is going to happen with the Mauritius candidate. The fact that they have endorsed Raila Odinga means that if there were people who had said we are going to stand with the Mauritius candidate, chances are that they are going to support Raila Odinga. Even if not all, but quite a number will support Raila Odinga. Everything is looking okay for Raila Odinga, in my opinion. He is getting the support that he needs. Candidates who are stepping down in Raila's favor. By the way, even the candidates who stepped down in Somalia stepped down in Raila's favor. So far, Raila is doing very well. Candidates are stepping down in his favor. Presidents are endorsing him in areas that we didn't expect endorsement. Places like Chad, Seychelles, you have endorsement from as far as Algeria. And so this is good for Raila Odinga. As of now, the only thing remaining is for Raila Odinga to be voted in February. Now, I understand there are Kenyans who have expressed dissatisfaction with Raila Odinga. These are Kenyans who are confusing local petty politics with continental matters. And so Raila refused to join them in some anarchy around June of this year. And so they are bitter with him, calling him and trending him on social media negatively. You should know why AUC demands that a leader who is vying for the chairmanship has to dissociate himself from local politics. That is why Raila had to resign as the party leader of ODM and said plainly that he was not actively going to be involved in local politics. Why? Because you cannot be engaged in local politics with its pettiness and also have time to focus on continental matters. The continent is so huge, it has diverse needs. There are things that really need serious decision to make. And so the AUC chair cannot be also concerned and absorbed in the local politics. And so that is why I'm saying the people who have confused what's going on at AUC with local politics are in for a rude shock. Trending Raila Odinga negatively on social media is not going to influence how the heads of state will vote. I am persuaded that the heads of states are not going to go to X or come to Facebook or go to YouTube and watch a video to know who Raila Odinga is. Most of this diplomacy is done in person. That is why you see Raila visiting these heads of state and talking with them. The president of Kenya, President Ruto, has introduced Raila to most of these heads of states. And there is give and take. That is how these elections are won. It is pure diplomacy. We are going to support your guy. What do we have in return? Or what is he going to do? And so Raila has convinced a number. Remember, he launched his candidature with at least 19 states backing him. And so far is past 32, which is perhaps the minimum he requires to win this seat. And trending him on social media, calling him a conman, tagging other people, tagging heads of state, is not going to influence how people vote, ladies and gentlemen. So if this is something that you are investing in, you are investing a lot of emotions and praying that Raila fails because you've trended him negatively, I urge you that you should find something else to concentrate on. What about the Mjadala Africa, the debate that is scheduled for tomorrow? Does Raila have the stamina to handle questions from Africans and impress the continent? When Raila was given a chance to share his vision, the speech he gave both in Nairobi at State House and at Addis Ababa, the expectation was that he was going to really give a very dull speech, but no. It was one elaborate vision that he read with a lot of stamina. I was surprised. And so I don't think Raila is going to have issues answering questions. I'm not seeing Raila going to sleep on the stage. Some people are saying that it is going to be a Biden versus Trump, where the Djibouti guy being 59 years old, that is about 20 years younger than Raila, is going to have more stamina, going to answer better questions, better, etc. I don't think so. What I think is even if the Djibouti guy was to be more eloquent, or the guy from Richard from Madagascar was to be better, the race is between Djibouti and Kenya, and so far several heads of states have already made up their mind. This debate, if I'm to be blunt, is what we usually call formalities. It is not meant to convince heads of states to change how they vote. The debate, in my opinion, is just a matter of introducing the candidates to Africans. I don't think that it is going to be a determinant. But that does not mean that Raila does not have the ability to handle questions that are going to be asked. He's old, yes. He's the oldest in that pack, being 79 years old. And Richard is the youngest, being 55 years. Richard from Madagascar is the youngest, being 55 years. What I know is after the debate will just be used to introduce these candidates to Africans, especially those who will want to watch. But so far, this is a decided thing. The president who have decided to support Raila will not change their mind after Raila's speech. No. They know him, they know how old he is, they have observed him, they have listened to him, he has visited them in person. The ones who have decided they will vote for the Djibouti guy, they will not change their mind after listening to how he handles questions. These are done, in my opinion, the debate is for formality. it's not going to change it's not going to change the mind of heads of states, the voters that is, on who they are going to vote for. So if you are waiting for Raila to be brought down through the debate because he's old, I can tell you the debate is just for introduction. Not that Raila is not going to perform well, you should watch it, but it is just for introduction purposes. As far as I'm concerned, things have still conspired in favor of Raila Odinga, unless something drastic happens between now and February, or unless presidents change their minds and etc., because that is also possible. So far, Raila has the support he needs to win in the first round. If you found this video useful, let me know. And if you have a question, let us engage in the comment section. Otherwise, thank you for watching this video. If you want to know why Raila is likely to win, watch this video.